Hey everybody, and welcome to Clarissa Explains It All. No. Hey everybody, and welcome to Cooking with Tris, where I spend an hour and some change cooking my favorite Cajun Creole cuisine. While I talk about my past sins, do not forget the part where I get drunk. I feel like it's been a day, so before I even tell you what I'm cooking, I'm just gonna. My marketing director made us some jell-o shots to be festive. Really for his cousin's birthday, and he had extra, so this is why we're drinking it. All right, so tonight we're going to be making one of, it's not necessarily one of my favorites, it's a collective family favorite. This is definitely a hearty meal, and not for the faint. We're making some smothered pork chops in our mushroom and bacon gravy with some roasted habanero and brown sugar Brussels sprouts and some skin-on rosemary mashed potatoes. It's going to be delicious. Super yummy, so let's just get into it. All right, so first things first, I have the red potatoes, the petite potatoes in some salted water. We're getting that boiling. I have our pork chops. I do bone in on the pork chops. I like to cook the meat attached to the bone, and it brings out the best flavor. I have some bacon that's going to be the base of our gravy. We have some flour. We did our Cajun seasonings. You know what those are. Revert back to past videos if you don't. For the gravy as well, we have some mushrooms, some onion. This rosemary is going to be key to your mashed potatoes. It's the best, honestly. You add rosemary to your mashed potatoes. Then we have some heavy cream. If you do not have heavy cream in a pinch, you could do milk with sour cream, and it does the job. You can also do a cup of milk with a couple of dashes of vinegar and let it curdle. A little trick. All right, so first, to start things off, we're gonna cook the bacon. I love bacon. Bacon's key to my soul. So we're gonna cook it, and then we're going to remove it from the pan, but leave the bacon grease in there. Of course, that bacon grease is crucial, like keys. All right, so we removed our bacon. We have it set aside. We added a little bit more vegetable oil to our cast iron skillet with the bacon grease, and then we're going to dredge each side of the pork chop and fry or sear each side of the pork chop until it gets to like a brown crispy color, and then we're gonna remove it. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus, for these pork chops. Okay, so you really only need to sear each pork chop for about 1 to 2 minutes on each side, and then you go ahead and remove that, and then to your sludge, you're going to add your mushrooms, your onions, and a little bit of garlic. Save your seasoned flour that you've dredged the pork chops in, because we're going to use that to thicken our gravy. And also, make sure you scrape these brown bits at the bottom. That is your flavor, that is your seasoning for your gravy. Hey everybody, I have a fresh face for y'all. So we have the head of our creative team responsible for most of our creative ideas.
Oh, it's not true. What? Oh my god!
I've never done this before.
Can I get a spoon?
Are you serious? Alright, so next we're gonna add 2 cups of water to our whoop-de-whoop.
Okay, no.
And we're gonna let that do its thing. Alright, so when your potatoes are ready, give it a fill. The skin should be soft. You just strain it. We've mashed. We can't do shit together, yo. We can't even drive to the store together. It's so problematic. Right now we're mashing the potatoes. You gotta leave the skin on because that is delicious, but nobody likes extra chunks in their mashed potatoes, so make sure you mash it real good. You monster mash this shit. Into our already mashed potatoes, we're gonna add a stick of butter. We literally cannot do shit together. We can't do anything together. This is so chaotic.
Brandi, I need you to go home.
And we're gonna add some milk. We're gonna do some salt as well. We're gonna do some black pepper. Don't sneeze it.
Sneezes.
Don't sneeze. Don't sneeze it.
Don't sneeze it.
While the mash is mashing, to the gravy, we're gonna add the cream.
I gotta taste it?
Yeah, go good. This is really important, y'all. Taste your food. Do not be serving no nasty food to nobody. You need to taste it. You need to know if you need more seasonings, if you need more whoop-de-whoop.
Cheers.
To Cinderella being available on Disney Plus. Shout out to Whitney Brandi, Victor Garber, Bernardo Peters,
And Jason Alexander.
And we'll be
Natalie Dressel too. Make sure that's the case. Let them cook on low. Finish cooking in the gravy. Ooh, man, So I highly suggest you try this. These Brussels sprouts to die for. So basically, what I do is I take some butter, some brown sugar, and I take a habanero with some garlic cloves, some salt, and a couple dashes of vinegar. Blend it, then I cook it on low to make a beautiful brown sugar glaze. So after we tossed it in our glaze, I threw a little bit more olive oil on it, and then I topped it with some of our bacon that we cooked prior, and we're gonna stick it in the oven at 400 or 410 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Let them roast. Go ahead and reintroduce your bacon to your pork chops, your gravy. Ooh. All right, so we go ahead and remove our Brussels from the oven, and then our meal is ready to go. Let's start partying. Let's plate it. We have our roasted Brussels. I topped a little bit of shaved Parmesan cheese on that. We have our smothered pork chops and our rosemary mashed potatoes. Let's get to eating. Let's dig in. Thank you for joining me. I miss you all. Let's go.
Impossible.